Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. It's 9:25 a.m. on a cruise ship, and I'm so excited about that.
Why? Because you're not off the ship?
Because getting in port later, it is so beautiful. You can really just take your time and do whatever you want.
This is day two.
This is day two.
Of Margaritaville Islander.
Yes, I'm sorry. That was so rude. We should apologize. Welcome back to day two of Margaritaville Islander. We are getting ready to head out and get some breakfast and enjoy the ship while we take our time getting in port. We're scheduled to be in port from 1 to 7 today. So we're going to go and see what we can do in Key West and then get back on the ship in the afternoon. I'm pretty excited about that.
All right, I'm hungry. Let's go.
Let's go. Okay, so it was an adventure finding breakfast. We got the food, but I went to get coffee. So this is coffee made the same way. This one was over by where we got the food. Yeah, this one was basically water. So I went to find other coffee, and this is the other coffee I found. So let me stir it so you can see the two differences. So I did find coffee, but it was like a little bit left at the bottom of the kennel. So like the rest of it was like gone. Then I went to find orange juice and pushed the orange juice button, and nothing but water came out. So everybody was hovering around the other orange juice station to try to get orange juice, and there was ice and water all over the floor. So the person was doing the best he could to clean it up, but it is just a mess. It's a mess. And this is by the omelet line. So it's like, and people don't want to move, so I can understand why he's having a hard time cleaning, because people just didn't want to move. So it was an interesting adventure to say the least, but I'm going to try to enjoy this breakfast before it gets any more cooler than what it already is. Okay, we have made it into the port of Key West. It's been a nice, calm ride in the port, so get ready to gather the goals and see what we can see in Key West. How excited are you about Key West?
Oh, don't sit here and ask questions you already know. Yeah.
I don't know. Your opinion could change. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It's not 7 a.m. in the morning. So, time of day, things may change.
They've got to change my mind out here. They've got to change my mind. So, when I get out there, and if something changes my mind, then I'll change my mind.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, so we are now in Finn's dining room, and because we have express debarkation, since we're in port, we can get off with the people that have shore excursions. So everyone with express has to meet in Finn's dining room, and then I guess they will guide us off of the ship. But we already saw them leading some tours off because, of course, I got turned around and got us lost. So, but yeah, so it's still a waiting game, even though you're here. They're leading some people off the ship, even though the ship has not been cleared yet. So we're just waiting for the ship to clear, and or we're just waiting for them to tell us we can get off the ship. So I don't know which one will come first, but we'll see.
Yeah, so they packed us in fins.
Yeah, so everybody's in fins basically.
There are a lot of people with express passes up here, or shore excursions.
Yeah, yep. So we're just hanging out and waiting to get off the ship. They're just waiting to get off. So like it pays to have some kind of like express pass or faster chill or something like that, because if not, then you're waiting to get off the ship and you're only in port for like 6 hours. So like you've already wasted an hour waiting. Well, what time is it? You know what I mean? Like an hour is already gone, so now you're down to maybe 5 hours or 4.5 hours by the time you get off the ship. So it's like you almost have to pay for that.
It's like traffic.
Yeah.
I can get to a destination faster by sitting in traffic, or I can go around the long way. It's going to take me longer than that traffic.
Right. Well, we're almost there, so.
If you go to get your car punched at customer service, make sure that they don't put a hole
on the side with the strip. Yeah,
because he completely had to take my
lanyard off. Yeah,
swipe the card.
Yeah,
and even then, he still looked a little confused.
Yeah, he had to swipe mine a couple of times too. So make sure they punch it on the opposite side. That way you don't have any issues. Yeah. That was crazy for them to punch that on that side with the whole with the strip. Yeah. So also they do not allow you to bring food of any kind. It said raw or cooked back on the ship. So whatever you get, eat before you get back. So yeah. All right, ready?
This is easy.
All right, so we are at Amigos Bar in Key West. This is where we came the first time when we were with Cheryl and Kiki. This is the menu. I'll try to take pictures of it, but it's straight to the point and good. So. All right, we got the food. What's your thoughts? It's just so good. Good. So good. Good. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You already know because we've been here before. Okay, we're going. We are going to the beach. We ordered a Lyft. The Lyft came out to $16.47. They have a promo right now in Key West, so that's saving us $1 and some change. So we will be catching the Lyft, and he should be here in a couple of minutes. It's a busy day, and it doesn't ever seem like there's a lot of people in port until you're actually in port, or on the ship until you're actually in port. So very interesting, to say the least.
We're now at Clarence Higgs Beach. The girls wanted a beach day, and this is one of the most popular points. We saw this beach when we were actually on the conch tour, the conch train trolley tour when we were in Key West the last time with our family. So we figured this would be the beach to go to, and it looks like everybody else thought the same thing. I can't tell if it's like shallow and then there's a quick drop off or people are just sitting down, but it's kind of a different experience. So I don't know, never gotten in the beach at Key West. I'll put my feet in and call it a day.
Yeah, I'm not a super big beach person because, you know, the sun hates me. So I'll let you go out there and put your feet in the beach, in the water.
Okay, you want to find somewhere to post up first?
I will absolutely go find some shade.
Okay, let's find somewhere to post up and then we can go from there.
All right, let's do it.
Okay.
And there is a little hut here that will rent you like chairs and umbrellas. I don't know how much it is. The girls didn't rent one and we didn't actually hang out on the beach. I don't know, but there is an option to do so. Also a little bit further down, there's a restaurant here, right here behind those palm trees. And then there's also like a playground. I don't know if they're doing some reconstruction of the playground, but it wasn't usable at that moment. And then across the street, there is like a tennis pickleball court. So plenty of things to do in the area. I've been seeing a lot of people walking this dock. So basically there is like some of those binoculars that you can pay to look out into the distance, and then there's a set of stairs. Now these people have been taking these stairs and go up on the dock and just walk out a little bit further, take pictures and do stuff like that. So that's another option as well.
Okay.
It's fine, you better be careful. They coming right for you too.
They do not look friendly. They were already fighting each other. I don't want to be a part of it. Okay.
They rooster fighting?
Yeah, they was fighting in the woods. That one over there came running out of the woods. Nah, I'm good. Okay, go ahead. Come back.
Oh, okay.
Come on, brother. Okay, now you can go mess with him, so he can come and dart out again.
Did you never chase? Did y'all never chase chickens?
No, we ain't crazy. Chickens are mean.
My granddad one time let a chicken loose in the yard, and we ran around trying to catch the chicken.
Nah, chickens are ruthless. I'm straight. I don't mess with chickens.
Subtle debate here. Is it free admission? So you're free to go in. You don't have to do a donation. Or Charvon, what is your thesis?
It's free, but donations are heavily applied because it's on the sign. So give me something, anything, but you gonna pay me a little bit to come in here. There's somebody sitting there, so you can pay too. You gonna go test it?
No. Now that you put that in my head, no.
You don't want to go test it?
Yeah, this makes us seem like bad people.
Right. It do. I just don't want to give y'all no money. I just don't want to.
Yeah, so we're gonna just go about our business. So, But if you ever want to come to the Key West Garden Club, just know it's free admission with
donation heavily applied.
Donation heavily applied.
Yep. And in Key West, I don't even blame them.
Blame them for what?
Burying themselves in the dirt so they can stay cool. Chickens are burying themselves in the dirt. I'm sorry, the roosters are burying themselves in the dirt so they can stay cool.
That's actually pretty cool.
It is cool. Of course,
maybe I should have thought about that.
Yeah, the soil in the ground is naturally cooler anyway, so that's a good way for them to. And my man over here getting bright. Yeah, yeah, he better roll all the way around. All right, brother. All right, so this is the Key West African Cemetery. Apparently it was established in 1860, but the thing is, I feel like it's a monument to it, but let's go down here and read the sign. This is a dope view though. Like, I like how they got Africa here. It says, near this site lies the remains of 294 African men, women, and children who died in Key West in 1860. In the summer of that year, the U.S. Navy rescued 1,432 Africans from 3 American-owned ships engaged in illegal slave trade. Ships were bound for Cuba, intercepted by the U.S. Navy, who brought the freed Africans to Key West, where they were provided with clothing, shelter, and medical treatment. They had spent weeks in the unsanitary and inhumane conditions on board the slave ships. The U.S. ship Mohawk, and Crusader rescued these individuals from the wildfires, where 507 were rescued, the William, where 513 were rescued, and the Bogota, where 417 survived. In all, 294 Africans succumbed Key West to various diseases caused by the conditions on the present of their confinement. They were buried in unmarked graves on the present day Higgs Beach, where West Martello Towers now stand. By August, more than 1,000 survivors left their Liberia, West Africa, a country founded for former American slaves, where the U.S. government supported them at the time. Hundreds died on the ship before reaching Liberia. Thus, the survivors were returned to their native land, Africa, but not their original homes on that continent. That's dope.
So this is, it's just left. It's left at the beach.
Yeah. It's almost kind of like surreal now, like standing here, because it's kind of like a piece of African American history we're standing on. If you think about it, that's what it is. Like, this is where people died after being rescued from slave ships. And this is where they were buried, 294 people. It's crazy. Okay, so just a quick update on the beach. It is very warm, like the water is super warm, almost like a heated pool type warm, but also I would bring water shoes. Even though there is very fine sand at the beach, you have to get through a layer of rocks, and I mean, they are piled up, a layer of rocks and a little bit of seaweed before you actually get to the park. But as you can see in the background, there's a layer of like green right here. All the way up to that point, even a little bit past it, is super shallow. Like, the water doesn't go past your knees. So there's people just sitting down in the water out there. So it's it's a very accessible beach if you can get past the rocks, and it's very comfortable. People are just sitting out there vibing and enjoying the warm water. So This is a nice beach. So if you're ever looking for a beach in Key West, just Uber here or Lyft, and there you go. So babe,
So
how do you feel about this small detour from our normal where we're on a cruise? How do you feel about having a beach day?
I could take it. I could take a beach day or leave it.
I mean, because we're not necessarily the ones on the beach, but we did find other things to do, even if it was just exploring a little bit. So if we hadn't come to the beach, we wouldn't have discovered a couple other things, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I see what you're saying. I do understand that.
But you could care less.
But those things, like, I feel bad. But it's like the things that we saw was like, well,
You're okay without saying
I could have not seen those things and been okay. But maybe I'm culturally better for seeing those things.
Yeah, I feel like you are.
So, but no, I mean, I'm not a beach person. Like, I can, if it's just like the only thing to do,
Yeah.
I'm okay. But again, it's just not my,
Not your jam. Yeah, I get that. I mean, and plus, the sun and all, so.
yeah, for sure.
But for anyone who is looking for this is a free beach. If you want to catch it, for us, it was $16 because it was 5 of us, so we needed an Uber Lyft XL. But it is something to do from the cruise port without having to spend a lot of money, if you just want to hang out at the beach and just go out and chill out in the water. It's a good, inexpensive thing to do.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I would, if you're into that, and to be honest, probably the most, I mean, again, just not a Key West person, it may be the most exciting thing
Yeah.
for you to do
Yeah.
in Key West, especially if you're a beach person.
Yeah. So if you're not a part of the historical club, the drinking club, or other, then
I guess if you are on the other, and you come to the beach.
yeah, I guess you're right. So if you're not a part of the historical or drinking, the other would be beach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, like it, not knocking it.
Yeah.
Just not my, it's just not my cup of
That's
tea.
your thing. Okay, cool. All right, well, we're gonna round the girls up here, and we're gonna get ready to head back towards the ship because we got a couple of things to do before we leave port. Sounds good? So we have finished our day here in Key West, and it was a good day.
Oh,
It was a solid day. It's what, 5 o'clock?
somewhere.
Yeah, so it was about. You think you are hilarious, don't you?
Because I am.
And we are getting ready to head back on the ship. It's a couple of hours before. Well, we're supposed to be back on at 6:30. So we're gonna get ready to head back on the ship. Brandon has a couple of things he's gonna do. I'm gonna go find some ice cream, and we're gonna see you guys on the ship.
And we're gonna get this camera before it falls down.
Yeah. Okay. Bye.
If you need assistance booking your next cruise, feel free to reach out to us at parkersonthego16@gmail.com, and we can help you book your next cruise adventure.
Watch this video right here.